Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I'm Mohammed Yunus, the student nurse from Amref International University. In here, I talk about anatomy and physiology. If you're a nursing student and you feel like your anatomy is a little bit rusty, make sure all you have to do is just subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload my video, you catch up with me. So today, in just very few minutes, I'm going to talk about the thrombocytes, also known as the platelets. Let's start with the name thrombocyte. Let's break it down into pieces so that we come up with two parts. One, the thrombus, and the other, the site. Thrombus means a clot. A clot is a combination of red blood cells and the platelets. A site means a cell. Here's where the irony comes in with the platelets. From the name, it tells us it's a cell, but in the real sense, a platelet is not a cell. Why do we say that a platelet is not a cell? This because they lack nucleus, they can't divide, and they are fragments of the large cells. The large cells we are talking about here are the megakaryocytes. The megakaryocytes are found in the bone marrow. So we find that the thrombocytes have a lifetime of 8 to 12 days. After this 12 days, macrophages are produced from the spleen, and these macrophages, they destroy the how do you say, the old platelets. They destroy them. So we find that patients with splenomegaly, this is a condition whereby the spleen increases in size, and find that they usually have a characteristic that you find that within their blood circulation there's a very low number of platelets, and this because most of the platelets are being retained in the spleen. This a condition known as thrombocytopenia. This is when we have very low number of platelets in the circulation. So there's also a condition known as thrombocytosis. This is when there's a lot of this very high number of platelets. There's increased number of platelets in the bloodstream. This is so we find that with patients with for patients with reduced number of platelets, we find if it's advanced, we find that they undergo a procedure known as splenectomy. This the surgical removal of the spleen. The spleen is cut out so that we can to reduce the holding of the platelets within it. So we also find that we find that there's a hormone known as thrombopoietin. What's the function of this thrombopoietin? When we find that when the level of platelets is very low in the bloodstream, we find that thrombopoietin helps in the stimulation of the production of the platelets into the bloodstream, so that to deal with the insufficiency of the platelets in the bloodstream. So we find that the platelets are found in the bloodstream. We also find that a third of the platelets are hiding in the spleen. So that's all we have with the platelets. Those are the basics that you should know about the platelets, because the things that I've tackled, those are among the things that are mostly said, the things that are mostly asked. With those being on your fingertips, you are good to go. So that's the end of my presentation for today. Let's meet in our next video, and don't forget that I'm uploading my videos every day. So if you feel like you have a little problem with the anatomy, this is the right place. As I said, you'll have the opportunity of revising with me every day so that you better your anatomy. So you guys have a good time, and let's meet in my next video. Goodbye.